Plastic. It is everywhere. From the bottle of water we drink to the packaging that carries our food, plastic has become one of humanity's most widespread creations. But there is a dark side. What makes plastic useful, its durability, is also what makes it dangerous. Once it enters the environment, it does not simply disappear. It lingers, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, entering our oceans, our soil, and even our bodies. Today, more than 430 million tons of plastic are produced every year globally. According to the United Nations, about 2/3 of that becomes waste within a short span of time, and less than 10% is effectively recycled. Now imagine this. What if the same material that pollutes our seas could also help heal our pain? This is no longer science fiction. Researchers have discovered bacteria capable of breaking down plastic waste and converting it into valuable compounds, including the building blocks for painkillers. This breakthrough opens a fascinating door, turning one of our most pressing environmental problems into a source of life-saving medicine. Let's pause here. Around the world, communities are overwhelmed by plastic pollution. In the Pacific Ocean, a massive garbage patch twice the size of Texas floats between California and Hawaii. In many African nations, rivers and drainage systems clog with discarded plastic bags, worsening floods during heavy rains. In Asia, countries like the Philippines and Indonesia rank among the largest contributors to ocean plastic due to weak waste management systems and high population density. Even in high-income countries, plastic recycling rates remain low. Europe recycles about 30%, while the United States recycles less than 9%. This crisis affects not only ecosystems, but also human health. Microplastics have been found in seafood, drinking water, and even in the bloodstream of newborn infants. The World Health Organization has warned that the long-term health risks of these particles remain largely unknown, but their pervasive presence is alarming. Now, here is where the story shifts from despair to hope. Scientists are studying unique bacteria, some discovered in soil and others in waste sites, that can digest certain plastics like PET, the material used in water bottles and food packaging. By engineering and optimizing these microbes, researchers can guide them to produce useful chemicals as byproducts. In one recent breakthrough, these bacterial processes have been used to create compounds that can be refined into common medicines, including painkillers such as aspirin-like substances. This is profound. It means that waste, which we once thought had no future, can be reborn as healing. It is a transformation. What was harmful becomes beneficial. And here, the Quran offers timeless wisdom. In Surah Ar-Rum, chapter 30, verse 41, it says, "Corruption has appeared on land and sea because of what people's hands have earned, so he may let them taste part of what they have done, that perhaps they will return." This verse reminds us that the environmental crises we face, like plastic pollution, are not accidents. They are consequences of human choices. Yet within those consequences, there is an opportunity, a chance to return, to correct, and to build solutions grounded in responsibility. Consider also Surah Al-Anbiya, chapter 21, verse 30, which tells us, "We made from water every living thing. Will they not then believe?" Water is the basis of life, and today, our water is being choked with plastic. Preserving it is not just an environmental duty, it is a spiritual obligation. The idea of turning waste into medicine resonates deeply with these messages. It is a scientific reflection of mercy and renewal. Where humans have created corruption, knowledge can help bring healing. And this healing is not limited to one nation. Around the world, new projects are emerging. In Japan, researchers discovered the famous bacterium Ideonella sakaiensis, capable of breaking down PET plastic in just a few weeks, a process that naturally takes centuries. In the Netherlands, biotech startups are scaling up microbial recycling plants, aiming to convert industrial plastic waste into raw materials for pharmaceuticals and other high-value products. In India, experiments are underway to use engineered microbes to tackle the country's massive plastic waste problem, which exceeds 25,000 tons every day. Across Africa, where medical supply shortages are common, scientists dream of using waste-to-medicine technologies to create local solutions, improving both environmental health and healthcare access. Globally, the pharmaceutical market is worth more than $1.5 trillion, while the plastic waste crisis costs economies billions annually in cleanup and lost tourism. If technologies like microbial recycling scale successfully, they could create a bridge between these two worlds, reducing waste while generating medicine. Yet challenges remain. Scaling lab discoveries into industrial production is expensive and complex. There are concerns about biosecurity, unintended consequences, and who will control these technologies. Will they become tools for the benefit of all humanity, or monopolized by a few corporations? This is where morality and responsibility return to the center. The Quran reminds us in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 195, "And do good. Truly, Allah loves those who do good." Doing good here is more than charity. It means designing systems that heal rather than harm, ensuring technologies serve people and planet, not just profit. The journey of plastic to medicine is still young, but it is one of the most inspiring examples of how science and faith can echo each other. Science shows us that renewal is possible, that transformation is real, and faith reminds us that every act of healing, every solution to corruption, is an act of goodness beloved by the Creator. So the next time you see a discarded bottle on the street or plastic waste washed up on a beach, remember this: within that very waste may lie the seeds of healing. A problem can become a cure. Pollution can become medicine. And our choices, if guided by responsibility and compassion, can turn corruption into renewal. This is not just about plastic. It is about the deeper truth that even in our greatest mistakes there is always a path back, a path that blends human knowledge with divine wisdom.